to my channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe. So today I want to talk about the embassy interview and what usually takes place and how the place looks like. And yeah, so first things first, I want to tell you, when you're going for the interview, please arrive early, because you're not the only person who's going for that interview. There's usually a lot of people there. Like if you go, you might even find 20-40 people that you did not even expect they would be there. And so you need time to actually go through the security check, because they have 3 security checks and they all need time. So the best thing I can tell you is arrive early, 3 even 4 hours prior to your interview, because it takes a lot of time to go through one person to the other, you know. And yeah, the other thing I can tell you is make sure you have all your documents ready, you know. And these documents, they consist of birth certificate, passport, certificate of good conduct, etc. If you want to know more about the documents, please let me know in the comment section below and I'll try to get back to you. And the other thing I can tell you is that please dress appropriately, because you know, when you dress good, your confidence, it goes up. So make sure you're dressed appropriately for the occasion. And the other thing I can tell you is that yeah, so the place is big. It's big, and the security, actually, they have the US Army who are guarding the place. So don't let them intimidate you. They're just normal human beings, just trying to keep the place safe. So I think this is one of the places that is usually most secured. So don't worry. And then when you go in, after you're done with the security check, you usually go to this place where you get to sit, like the waiting area. And when you're waiting area, you have to get like a ticket number. So that's the ticket number they will use to call you to the window, just like bank. You see how banks do? When you go in, you get a ticket number, and then you go wait until you're called to a specific window. That's the same thing they do. So you get the ticket number and you wait. And then the first thing, when they call you, you go. There are actually 2 processes there. So the first call, you usually go and hand over your documents and go and sit down and wait to be called again. So what usually happens is when you go for the first time, the first call, when they get the documents, they usually check if they're legit and correct. So make sure you have the documents should be original and have all the documents they asked you to have. You know, sometimes even need to have proof of, if it's a relationship, you know, the proof of evidence, such things like pictures of the both of you with your person. So yeah, and the other thing I can tell you is that actually, even before you get to be asked questions, please know they're not just asking you questions, but they're actually also reading your body language. So your body language should show confidence. And then the other thing, yeah, because confidence matters, you know. If you start stammering and you're not sure about your answer, that that guy who's asking you question will notice, you know, because they're looking at you directly, and they're just calm. They're waiting for you to make a mistake, you know. And then if you make a mistake, that's it. So make sure you're confident, like body language, you're confident with your answer. And so let's go to the questions. And one of them, first question, this one they will ask, doesn't matter how you got yourself there, your name. They will always ask about your name, you know. So that's an obvious question, you know, your name. So if the documents, they say like John Doe, make sure you say your name is John Doe. Don't go there and say John whoever. Make sure your names are correct. Because they're just looking for one silly mistake, and that's it. They're looking for a very small reason so that they can just cancel your whole your whole interview, you know. So, and then they will ask a question about yourself, like how old are you, if you are working or you're working, where do you stay, you know, when did you go to school, which school did you go to. They will ask you random question about you, so make sure you know the year you even went to school, when you finished, you know, all this they will ask. And then actually, if you know that time when you're preparing your documents, you might have been staying at like in Mombasa, but it took like 2-3 months before your interview, so you moved to Nairobi. Make sure you just say what you wrote on your affidavit form. This is the form where they ask you question and you fill even before the interview. So if you shifted, just make sure you give the name of the place you wrote on your affidavit form. So don't contradict yourself. And then the other thing is, I will tell you, is they usually ask you where you're going. Do you know where you're going? They will ask the state, the city, the street, the house number. So make sure you have all this information and you actually know where you're going. And then the other thing they will want to know is question about your host. You know, the person who's going to be hosting you when you are here in America. So they will want to know like where the person works, the name of the person, and they will even ask you your relationship to the person. So if for example, if it's your brother, they will expect you to know more about your brother because he's actually your brother. So they will ask you his name, which year he came here, or which school he went to. They will just ask you a random question about your brother. So make sure you know all the information, like you have the correct information about him. And the other thing they ask is that how long you're planning to stay here. So if maybe you are coming like a tourist, or you're coming to work and maybe your contract says 6 months, please make sure you say 6 months. Or if you're planning to, when you are applying for that visa or green card, and you said you're just coming for a tour for like 3 months, please make sure you just say 3 months. Don't go there and be like, I'm not planning to come back, or I'll come back anytime. If you say that, that's how you fail. That's how you fail, my dear. That's how you fail. So make sure your answers are actually the same to what you applied for, you know. And the other things they will ask you is what you plan to do when you're here. So if, for example, you're coming as a spouse, and they might ask you, so what will you be doing when you're down there, you know. And maybe you don't know, and or maybe say, I'll maybe go to school, or just say anything, just say something nice. Maybe I'll plan to go to school or something like that, because that's what I said. I'm planning to go back to school and, you know, become a nurse. That's it. And they say, oh wow, good luck, good luck. Yeah. And that's pretty much it. So it's not like, they don't ask you a lot of questions, by the way, and they might ask you a lot of questions. It depends with your luck for that day. So what I can say is, please, if you know you're going to that interview, make sure that you pray first, and pray for yourself, pray for confidence, and just pray that God guides you through the whole process. And for me, I can say this: the fact that you are actually going to the interview, that shows that God is with you. So that should be a sign, and you should take it positively, and trust that the Lord is with you. Because if you do anything without the Lord, it will never work, you know. So yeah, if you are going for that interview, good luck. And if you have any questions about the interview, please let me know in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so yeah, that's it guys, and I'll see you next time, and bye.